I was trying to practice this presentation, but I've done it so many times. It becomes a routine to do this presentation, especially when you're doing it on Zoom. But I want to talk to my heart to those lions out there, because I know there's a lion out there that we're looking for, especially those cage lions that are they're like this at work. They're like this waiting for an opportunity at work. They get up every morning and it's like, why am I here? I'm supposed to be doing something else. I'm supposed to find a business. And that's the one who I want to talk to today. That's the person I want to talk to today. We all have residual bills, right? We all have, you're paying your cell phone, you're paying your car, you're paying your mortgage, you're paying whatever, right? But everybody's taking money out of your pocket every day. Every month they're taking money out of your pocket. But do you have residual income? No. If you go to work, do you get paid? If you don't go to work, do you get paid? Okay, good. How would you like to have a business that you could be making money while you sleep? This is the opportunity you have today. Okay? You could make in this business somewhere around $100,000 a month. You saw some of the people that came up here, making $100,000, $200,000. We got Claudia over here. She doesn't even speak English. She's making $100,000, right? So you got an opportunity, right? You got a business, and one of the big topics right now is, wow, I like to make business online. Well, every customer that we have here in Mexico, a todos los de Mexico, Aguascalientes, okay? We got people all over that are able to build an online business, and you could do that with Atomy. Why? Because everybody shops, everybody buys their products through an online website, right? And we use something, we use network marketing, we use multi-level marketing to be able to grow this business. And you could learn from the person who brought you, some other leaders. They could teach you how to be able to build something for yourself here. We have daily necessities. I was thinking, if you're going to be in a business, you want to be in the business where everybody's going to be using your product every day, right? That's where you're going to make money. Right? Everybody's trying to find the best product to create for somebody to buy. And then once you put it out, there's like nobody's buying. But here, you get into a business where everybody's using your product. You got healthcare, beauty. Who wants to look beautiful? I do. Right? I want my wife to look beautiful. My wife is beautiful. She's back there. She uses the Atomy products. She's seen a change. And everybody who she talks to, she's seen change in them as well. How about personal care? Who brushed their teeth this morning? Right? If you brush your teeth, you could build a business here. Right? We've been to Catalina Island. Who's ever been to Catalina Island? Anybody? Okay. Well, anyway, that island there was a house there that was owned by Wrigley's gum, the maker of Wrigley's gum. One product. He bought an island, became a millionaire. You know how many products we have in Atomy? You could become a millionaire with toothpaste and a toothbrush. Right? You have living, you have food here now. And this is just the start. This business is a baby. Do you understand? I have a 13-year-old daughter that doesn't know how to tie her shoes yet. You understand? This is a great opportunity. It's a baby still. So you guys, whoever's here right now and takes this opportunity, if you're listening to me, this is where you're supposed to be. You're in the right place right now. You got absolute quality products at an absolute price, right? Nowadays, if you want to get an absolute quality products, you're going to pay a lot of money, right? But then people don't have money, so what do? They go to the cheapest 99-cent store. Do you think you're going to get a quality product at 99-cent store? You're not, right? But right here, you're actually able to get an absolute quality product at an absolute price. You have the opportunity to have a business. Like he said, one of the speakers, he said that we're over 20 countries now. We're in over 20 countries. So you could definitely be making money while you sleep. We have people in Mexico. We have people in different parts of the world right now. They're actually learning how to create this business. And you could do the same thing. Who's got, and by the way, you're in LA, you're in Los Angeles, you're in California, where you could find anybody here from every country, right? I bet you walk out the door, you're going to find somebody who has family in China. You got somebody that has people in Canada. You go over here, do you think they have family in Mexico? Okay, yes. So you could definitely build a business, right? The difference here is that you're not stuck in a corner. You're actually able to be free to be able to grow your business wherever you want. And the way we do it is by using a binary marketing, which is when you start this business, you start creating two consumer groups, one on your left and one on your right. This is where the company says, okay, that person is doing the business. So what happens? It's like anything else. When you start talking to your friends, you start telling them about the products, right? It's like when you watch the best movie. Who's ever told people about this best movie or the best dinner you've had, right? And you tell them about it, and they like it, and you like it, and then they start referring other people. And that's the way Atomy works. We start telling them about the, toothpaste, about the shampoo, about the hemoheme, about the omega-3. Look, guys, I practiced martial arts for so many years that, before Atomy, my knees were cracking. It looked like, I don't know, can't hear it anymore, right? Because of omega-3, okay, right? So I started taking omega-3, and then I told my wife, I said, you know what? If this works for me, right? I wonder what it will do to the older guys, right? So I started referring it to my coworkers. I'm like, hey, look, it did this to my knee. Why don't you try it? And they started seeing a difference. And then I became crazy talking about it, right? And they started using the products, and they started referring other people who referred other people who brought other people that we didn't know. We have people that are shopping right now in our network that we don't know who they are. My wife goes, oh, somebody shopped yesterday, who's that? I don't know, right? But that's who it is. For example, some of the royal masters here, they have people that are shopping, they don't know, they didn't go talk to that person. All they did is took an opportunity that you had. That's all they did. Right? You have an unlimited level here. Now, the way it gets calculated is that each product has a product point, a PV. If you look at this slide, you look at the hemoheme, right? It's got 60,000 PV points. The Absolute has 150,000 PV points. You got your ginseng has 44,000 points. Now, those points get added up. And that determines how much money you make here, right? So every day, what happens? People are consuming. Some people are not going to consume every day, right? But the more people you have on your left and your right legs, what happens? You're going to have a bigger chance, more odds to be able to have what? People purchasing. Now, those points start adding up. And by the way, the great thing about Atomy is that they wait for you to create a check. Once you get a check, we start all over again. We start making those $60 checks. When we saw a first check, $60 or 60-something dollars. I'm like, wow, really? $60, right? How much does it cost for you to go to see a movie now? More than $60. I go with my wife, my two kids. We probably spent way more than that with popcorn and everything, right? And most people are not making enough money to be able to do those great things, right? But with Atomy, you have a chance to be able to create some income, create some money to do the things that you want to do. And you can we go to the next slide? Okay, in this company, it's not like other company payouts. Usually other companies, what happens? The guy on the top is making most of the money, right? While the bottom part are not making enough. They're only sharing a portion of the profits. Right here in Atomy, you could actually share in 70% of the profits, right? And you start like this. The people in the bottom can start making from $60 up to $1,200 a day. Do you have that opportunity at work? You don't. You don't. And it doesn't matter what you do. You could be the greatest worker. If the economy is doing bad, you might get laid off. Can you inherit what you make to your kids? We'll talk about that in a bit, but you can't. But right here, you're able to make starting from $60 up to $1,200 a day. When I saw this opportunity the first time, and it was right after Christmas. We had spent all our money. We had nothing. I'm like, Susanna, we need to find something to do. We need to find something to make some money. I don't know, sell socks. I don't know, something, right? Hey, why don't we do that opportunity your aunt was talking about? Can we check it out? And I want to thank our aunt, Berenice Litoy. She's here today. She's a sales master as well. But she came with the opportunity. We saw it. And I told her, Susanna, we need to do this. This is the best thing I've ever seen. How come nobody's doing it? Because they don't see it. I'm talking to those visionaries that could see it. Okay? Thank you. I didn't know it was going to be this good. Okay. General commissions, right? And mastership bonuses. Let me talk about that. Here you go. Every time your left and right group hit 300 KPVs, company's going to send you around $60 every time. Is that residual income or not? That's residual income. Because I only have to teach that person how to brush your teeth one time, maybe two, right? And every time they brush their teeth, you make $60, right? So you start creating those groups. Later on, what happens? They start referring more people. Traen a más gente. You get a bigger group. And what happens? You start growing your business. Now, what happens? Every time you get 700K on each side, you're making around $120 every time. And that could be daily. Daily. Do you understand the power of this? I want you to if you don't understand this right now, okay, you got to talk to your sponsor. You got to talk to somebody, right? Because you got to understand the power of leverage. Leverage, okay? And there we go. And later on, you start growing. We'll just make it quick. Eventually, you get to a point where you're at 50 million PV points. Now you're making around $1,200 a day. What would you do if you're making $1,200 a day just on commission? What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? Would it change your family's life? Could change so many things, right? Claudia was talking about, I was always in debt. I wasn't making money. Now I'm making money. Now I'm making thousands of dollars. Did it change her life? Change her life, right? So it could do the same to you. And I've known her story, by the way. I know her story, so you got to really listen to her story next time. But you have a chance, right? You get your bonuses as well. I'm going to let you look at this slide right here. But look at that. We could share into 20% of mastership bonuses. And when you're in the first one, which is sales master, you get half of that, 10%. Okay? Look at this. You got sales master, diamond master, Sharon Rose master, star master. Now, there's certain things that I would say talk to your sponsor if you're not going to understand this today, because I'm making it as simple as possible, right? But all you have to do, right, you have to get to 2.5 and 2.5 PV in the first 2 weeks, and you become a sales master. That's the goal. But then later on it's about leadership. You start teaching 2 people on your left and 2 people on your right to become sales masters. You become a diamond master. Later on, you do the same thing. You become a Sharon Rose, 2 diamond masters on your left and right. It's so simple. You just got to keep duplicating yourself, right? Same thing. You become royal, crown master, imperial. It doesn't, it's very simple, but simple things are not, you don't go out and do simple things. That's the problem. You have to go out and do these simple things, right? When you become a sales master, you get a fame, you get a four-step, and you get a hemohim as a prize, aside of all the commission that you made, right? You become diamond master, you get some cash, you get your creams, you get a fame, you get another hemohim. Later on, you become a Sharon Rose. You go on trips. You get 2 tickets to go on trips, plus you get a $2,000 bonus, right? Later on, you become a Star Master. Now you get 4 tickets to go out on your promotional trip. You get $10,000 cash, aside of the money that you're already making. They're giving you money here. Right? Later on, you become a royal master. You get 4 tickets, $50,000 cash. You get, that car. I think that car is better than what I'm driving here today. Right? And you get $2,000 sponsorship activity money every month. Later on, you become a crown master. You get the 4 tickets, $300,000 in cash. Look, the car's getting better now, right? You get a $5,000 sponsorship activity money as well. And later on, you become an imperial master. Who wants to make $1 million? Okay? You heard what he said. He said we're going to have it in Vegas. They're going to bring a forklift and give you $1 million. Do they tell you that at work? No, they don't tell you that at work, right? But you got a chance to be able to do it here. Right? And you get your ceremony. I don't know. Some of you are going to take this opportunity, but I'm telling you, I'm talking to that caged lion right now, that lion that wakes up every morning waiting for that opportunity. I know I'm that lion, but we're looking for more lions, right? You could inherit this business, right? Instead of inheriting poverty, inheriting debt, you could inherit a business that keeps giving. And that's what I want to do for my children, my grandchildren. I don't want them to say, hey, my grandpa Giovanni and my grandma Susanna didn't do nothing for us. They just left us debt. No. I want them to say, hey, my parents were out there working as hard as they could and learning a new business, because this is a learning experience. Some of you don't, it takes a little bit of time to learn some of the things, but everybody could do it, right? I've met people in this business that I'm even thinking, how are they making so much money? I don't know, right? But they are, right? Because the system works. And this is the great thing as well. There is no membership fees here. Other businesses are selling you a package or something to get started, right? You see it online, pay $1,000, $2,000 to get going. And then what happens? Everything gets stuck in the closet because you don't know how to build a business. Right here is free membership. There's no monthly or annual fee here to get going. The only thing the company requires is that you buy at least one time within the year. And everybody who's actually using the product, trust me, once you try the products, you're not going to stop purchasing anyway. There's no website usage fee. Most businesses now, right, if you want to get started, you're paying a website fee. Every month, every year you're paying, right? Right here, they're giving it for free. I looked at the way they're setting up the company now. Wow, it's becoming better every time. There's no automatic monthly purchases here. We don't tell people to buy every month. We don't. You just buy whatever you need. Brush your teeth, right? If you brush your teeth, it's fine, right? Get healthy, get beautiful, right? There's no capital required right here. I'm not telling you guys, write a check right now, give me $1,000, $2,000 to get started. Nobody's saying here. They're even giving you valet parking for free, guys, right? Think about it. Every event you go, they don't give you valet parking. Right? And then what happens? We're too broke. We can't afford valet parking. Think about it. Because I'm that guy. I was that guy. I parked 2 blocks away because I don't have money for parking. I want you to feel it in your heart that you need this. Good. And you have a system here that is willing to support you. You got success academies like today. By the way, this is the first time I speak in public here like this in Success Academy, so thank you very, very much. You got center meetings, you got online seminars, global seminars, and one-day seminars. So there is no excuse for you not to win in this business. There's no excuses. No excuses. And that's my presentation, you guys. Muchas gracias por todo. Muchas gracias, Atomy. Y hay que salir adelante, okay? Let's keep going.